Hey, good morning, Rigel. This is going to be an early morning demo video for you for your custom Starfall Alliance with a brass mix chassis that I designed for you and then installed with a Proffie V3. Let's go over my desk and take a look at this guy, and we'll get it out in the mail to you today. Good morning, Rigel. We're going to go over your Starfall Alliance. Thank you for your patience. I know this has taken a little while to get installed. You had me design a brass chassis for this guy, and those parts take a little bit to get printed, but all done now. It is a 2-button setup. So looking at it from the outside, this will be your auxiliary switch over here, and this will be power right here. They're 2 dome tactile switches. All right. You've got a shadow foil prop slit PCB in there, so we'll go over that here in a second. It is made for a 7/8 inch blade, and how to get to your chassis is you just want to unscrew the handle. All right, so let's unscrew this guy real quick. Take the handle off just like that, and this is your chassis, sir. So starting here at the top, you've got your crystal chamber in brass with a real quartz crystal. You've got that spinning piece that you asked for right there, right above the crystal. I gave you a faster spinning motor on this one because I just thought it looked cool, and I made this piece hug the crystal a little bit, so it rides right along the top. A few arms going down into the crystal just to touch it. A removable battery setup here, so spring side is the negative side of your battery. You'll need an 18650 key power, all right, and just clip it right in, and it goes right in. Just kind of hug the chassis and snap it in place. All right, flipping it over here, you've got a 10 pixel accent strip behind this board, or this little brass piece here. This tube is just a greebly. There's no wires or anything. I just thought it looked cool. You've got a 28 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost dark side speaker in here. A few separate brass greeblies set along the speaker area. Your board here. So if you lift this up, this is on magnets. You can get to your SD card and your micro USB. All right, and there's a kill switch right in front of the board, but it's also accessible when this guy is on top of the board. You can get to it from right here. All right, flipping it over, you have another 10 pixel accent strip right behind this wall as well. All right, I've got all of the sound fonts that you sent me on here, a total of 7. You have several blade styles. We'll go over them. They are labeled on the config file if just in case you ever want to make any changes. But first, you've got your blade. Your second blade style is the pixel right behind this window. You can almost see it behind there. So there's a pixel right there. It does its own thing. Your third blade style is the motor here. So no matter what changes you make, you probably just want to keep that blade style. All right. Your fourth blade style will be your crystal. So the accent underneath the crystal here. And then your fifth and final blade style will be these 2 strips right here. They're wired together. All right, but you just want to take a little tool or something, come over here and flip the switch.
This isn't just about finding Ezra. It's about preventing another war.
Turning this light off, you can see these 2 are doing its own thing here, and these have a slow scroll to them. They scroll in unison since they're wired together. All right, come over here and turn the light back on. We'll hit power here. You can see your crystal. So a faster speed on the motor here. These ramp up a little bit. And of course you got some nice light shining through here. And you've got twist off. That's what that looks like when the handle is off. All right, we'll come over here and put the handle on. When you screw it down all the way tight, your grip section here should line up with the middle of your switches, just like that. All right, we'll come over here and hit power. Auxiliary. Twist off. To get to your blade retention, you want to unscrew this guy right here. All right, so we'll unscrew that, drop that down. That exposes your blade retention. So you're going to want to put in your 7/8" blade. We'll come through and we'll lock it down. Just simply slide this back up and screw it back in. All right. You don't have to crank down on that super tough. Just make sure it's nice and steady, and then you can hit power. So you have a mixture of Kyberphonic and Jadalorian sound fonts. We'll go to the next one by hitting auxiliary. Now you'll see this is blue, so the rest of the chassis will be that too. Alright, each one of these sound fonts has a track. So to play that soundtrack, do a long press on the power. Another long press to turn it off. And then to go to the next one, we'll hit auxiliary.
Jedi, prepare for death.
All of your Jadalorian sound fonts came with blade style, so of course I used those.
Obi-Wan!
Blaster bolts is just tapping auxiliary. Blade lockup is holding auxiliary down and hitting the saber. And it will stay like that until you let go. All right.
Traitor!
Now to change colors of your blade, hold down aux and hit power. You'll hear that. And you can just turn the saber to different colors. If you like that green, we'll hit power here. Now we lock that green in. Green. All right.
Stardust.
Ahsoka Tano.
And we're back to the beginning. All right, so you either have twist off or you could just tap the power button. And then when we're done, expose your blade retention. And just loosen that up just a little bit. Take that out, very easy to do. I have your blade plug in your box, so of course it will go out with the saber. All right, and then we'll just take our handle back off. Turn it on from here, right? And we'll flip the kill switch off, and it kills power like it should. To take the battery out, it is a tight fit. I wanted to make sure there is no rattling around. You'll need a tool or something, just come in here and pop the battery out like that. All right, and then we'll put the handle back on. And that, sir, is basically your custom Alliance saber with brass mix chassis. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will get this out in the mail to you today. Thanks.